Greetings internet, Richie James here, and we are back for more Final Fantasy 15. Now, sorry about the last episode where it was pretty much full introduction on how to play the game, but now we're just going to go straight back into following the story as best we can. So we're going to start, as you remember, we got a tip that there was a sword behind this waterfall.
What does the waterfall say?
I think it says, come in.
So we'll get another
Lights on,
sword.
guys. Wouldn't you know it? An entrance.
Looks like the legend checks out.
This place gives me goosebumps. Double back for our coats?
What's the point? Little chill won't.
Well, looking on the bright side, maybe the cold keeps the demons at bay?
Because monsters like warmth.
Ah, sarcasm.
Yeah, like the
What
enemy's
if they're
going to stop.
frozen?
Encased in ice. Waiting for something warm to pass by.
And then they jump out, and there's our warm welcome.
Yep. You just jinxed it all.
Hey, where'd you learn that one, Knocked?
I do like that they actually tell you off as well if you accidentally hit
Down
someone.
a slippery slope, and slip slide.
Right, literally, go slide on down.
Say your prayers.
I don't like this cave, it's a nightmare.
Love deep pits. Get it over with.
Well, item. Yeah. Oh, another little side note, you actually can't pick up these items if you're in combat. But I'm pretty sure you figure that out on your own quite quickly. And some of the items literally are leading you to traps.
So much for a little chill. I really hope we didn't come here for nothing.
Sure, there's something if we look.
Again? Really?
Oh, no, wasn't meant to do that. I was actually lucky and landed where I needed to be, and I fell off. Calm down, you. Pretty much most of my combat skills are just match me while looking on.
Back to it.
And the smaller, weaker enemies, I just warp strike them until they're all dead. Oh, it's easy now. Easy.
Watch your step.
No more slip-ups.
Might be a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. That's a long way to the bottom if you want to die. One good thing they did do is like they'll just give you little pointers as you go along how to get to the next area. They don't fully tell you where to go, and obviously if you look at the map it uncovers as you go along. Kind of annoyed that didn't carry on from a new game plus sort of scenario, but yeah, it says you've got to get over here and now figure it out.
Well, this is new.
You can see.
Well, this seems perfect.
I did
Hello.
not see that coming.
I did not see that coming.
Ignis! Don't be late.
I've fallen off.
Put it in the books. It's
Yeah.
history now.
The enemies will push you off. You'll kind of get used to that. Because like a lot of narrow paths. The small enemies, warp strike, warp strike, warp strike. Take care of them all. Easy AP as well. I ended up leaving here with a lot of experience when I first came here.
Yeah.
I kept getting lost, I went around in circles. Fossil shell. Oh, that's fun. Nope, not that way. Is this the way back up, or is this one of them slides again? No, that's not the way up. That's when you fall down here. It's like it's a bit confusing what way you're supposed to go back up. It's easy to fall down, hard to get back up. This is it. The problem is I've already gone past the original checkpoint for here, so it's like, where'd you go, where'd you go? In fact, I do remember, again, I got lost in here for quite a while. No offense, the dungeon design is absolutely brilliant. You know, it's easy to get a bit lost from time to time, but never too difficult to find your way back. And again, it'll point you in the right direction each time you go. So it's like, all that waypoints there, it's not the end of the level, it's just the next part of the dungeon. Of course, you're not supposed to be as over-leveled as I am at this point. I think when I came here the first time, I was level 25. So, not majorly over-leveled. It was enough of a challenge still, but I was strong enough to get through it. And it was great, like I said, because I got a load of experience from just constantly fighting. I've always had
Nothing turned up.
one
Did you
rule
double check?
with these
Triple
RPGs.
check.
I
Then
never run away
we're
from a
done.
battle.
Where'd you
Unless
rest?
it's one of the battles you're forced to. It's usually how I end up so over-leveled. Just constant grinding, constant fighting. I don't know I'm going the right way anymore. I think I've gone past that. I want to keep going for now. That's a dead end, isn't it? We'll still go this way? Or is this dead? Nope, there's an item.
Came to a dead end.
And you find anything?
Nothing but ice.
Cool.
So although I know the area, I'm still easily getting lost. Not cool, man. Not cool.
Knocked, if I may. Don't ask.
Yep, we're lost.
Don't answer.
Don't know where we came from. Don't know where we're going.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? God, nah, Joe. Man, that song's deeply embedded. Right, let us backtrack a little. I'm sure I'll just jump off a cliff. Or was I not supposed to sneak around the ice over here? I was supposed to slide down. Ah, horror close in. Right, good. I need them. One down.
Nothing to it.
Let me have a look back at the map here. Yeah, so tell me I'm supposed to go this way. Oh, hello, what we got? Come on! Yeah. Supposed to use magic on them, but not difficult. I'm actually looking to the magic crafting system for yours as well at some point.
So, the
That could be a
glaive
bit of
is
useful
through here.
information.
Most likely. Let's see for ourselves.
Oh, some of the really long caves as well, you'll find like a campsite about, I'd say just over halfway through them. That can always come in very useful. Don't think there's one in here though, because it's quite a short one. But there is like some really long ones later on.
Not a fan of mushy desserts.
Oh, Ronin. Those are the samurais. There's various different types of them. They can be a nightmare.
Farewell.
What are you shouting for?
Over here.
I barely lost any health.
Never asked you to.
Don't be like that.
But yeah, the samurais, they have this really
Back
annoying
to it.
ability.
Right.
Where if you try and warp strike them, you'll end up impaled on their sword.
Mighty Mo.
We're catching cold.
So here we go.
And yeah, when you fight the really harder ones later, like I said, there's a hunt, and it's like a level 120.
Yeah, what
not fun.
For a hot bowl of soup. Soup. We're almost there. We gotta be, right?
Yeah, we're nearly there. Calm down. I only got lost once, compared to the last time I was here, where I kept ending up in the same area constantly. Here we are.
Hey. Knock, knock.
We're there.
Can it ever be easy?
Oh, of course not.
Look where you're going!
Again, it's not exactly overly difficult. Again, got a 99, so thankfully.
Got all those arms at your disposal. Use them.
Don't need to worry about them, not difficult enemies.
You're on fire today.
Well done, thank you.
Does this mean we can go back outside?
No.
We all good?
Better than good.
Good to go.
I like to mark these on my maps as well, even though I won't be able to go to them yet. I've actually explored them on my own time either, to be honest.
What's this?
Door is
What's
locked.
No dice, no budge. For every lock, there exists a key.
Or like a magical key that can unlock any door. Like from the video games.
Or that.
Yeah, basically, it is a magical key that will unlock any door, but you've got to complete the game to get it, because they're like bonus harder dungeons. So you go there, and the boss is like a lot harder. You get like better weapons and stuff like that from them. So always worth checking out if you're just all about making yourself stronger before New Game Plus. I think I'm strong enough though for now. Unless they're putting some post-game DLC in, I don't see the point in carrying on really going mental grinding. Sorry, but that's just a batleth. Just redesign them. Just look at all 13 of them. They are stunning. This is where you're supposed to start learning to use the Amiga. I'll be honest, although I know it is quite tedious sometimes, like when you try and hit the two like bumper buttons, or again on PlayStation L1 and R1, it doesn't always instantly recognise it, and it can be quite annoying. Especially when you're trying to call upon that power because the boss is a little bit tougher and you want to just really pound some damage into it. Another headache. Do you take a couple of paracetamol?
Knocked. You okay?
What did I... Where was that?
What is it?
A hole in the ground. Something burning. The meteor? You saw the disk of Kothis.
Let's make our way back to Lestalem.
Yeah, gotta report to Talcott.
Why? Again, I could quite easily fast travel to the car, but at this point I don't see the point. The tougher enemies already been killed. The weaker enemies are just bonus AP at this point.
Heads up!
Another little thing here as well, the technique bar. Once you enter into that phase where you get the little red bar at the top saying that you're in a combat zone, that bar will start filling. So if you wanted to, you could hover back till the end before the enemy sees you, and then just beat the hell out of them from the distance using your techniques. Especially when you've got like Gladio who can do so much damage.
Bring on the next one.
And his techniques were doing 9,999 damage long before it should have been acceptable to be able to do that. Oh wait, the big guy's back. Ah, why not? We'll fight him again.
Knocked. Overhead.
You wanna die? It's fine. He's gonna die quick enough. Oh, his health's like really low already. Let's finish it off, Gladio. Actually, I think so. You're beaten. Oh,
What did you expect?
got some visitors. Because the Empire will occasionally send troops after you,
Capital idea, Noct.
and they can get rather tedious. Oh, there's an item down here. Let's go and get it. Because you might be out just like running from one mission to the next on foot, and they'll just drop enemies on you. And most of the time they're quite easy to take care of. But I found, like, even at this point I was like level 25, and they were dropping at level 30 to level 60 enemies on me. And once I completed the game, I actually found out they had level 99 enemies.
Thanks.
You'll always get that shot, and there you go. You can see the ships landing, and they'll just drop enemies on you. And I feel I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, because I've got to go up this hill. Thankfully the weaker enemies at the moment are just bonus AP for me. So you can one-hit kill them with the warp strike. And if you do a one-hit kill with the warp strike, get a kill with the warp strike, that gives you 1 AP. Little secret item in the corner. I'm after more of the Ascension coins because I want to get another ribbon. Because anyone who played Final Fantasy knows ribbon cures all status ailments. Well, sorry, makes you immune to all status ailments, I should say. And especially later game, that's very useful because you can start fighting Malboros.
What's up for a bite?
There you go. That's when you know you're strong enough to drive at night.
We've been on the move all night. Perhaps we should find a place to rest nearby.
Nah. We're fine. Carry on.
Peril is our middle name then, eh? Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, but it means now we can drive at night. You'll get that eventually. And to be fair, you could just fast travel. I'm not going to do it, but you won't exactly
Everything in
experience
order?
any enemies while you fast travel, will you? So it's fine. Because we're working on getting the AP, I'm trying to avoid fast travelling everywhere. What music have we got? That's good. I'd rather have the like intro song that's played like when you first start battling. Like it really melts you with I can't remember what it's called either, I just know what it's called. Since we've got like the past catalogue Final Fantasy tunes from Mulinato, why can't we just have the Black Mages on here? That'd be good. His own heavy metal band that covers his own music from Final Fantasy. It's great. You just find even though you're not driving, you can sometimes take over if you need to. Literally, you'll become a backseat driver. And I found it useful because one of the old controls was being an absolute nightmare. And I'd find it steer us off course. if on the off chance Square Enix happen to watch this video, please put the rest of the soundtracks on there. You're missing like loads of tracks from each one. Some of the better ones are the ones that are missing, which is rather annoying. Don't need to do that, already got my car upgraded, it's fine. Pretty sure there's nothing else I can get for this car. All decorative at this point. Oh, hello. I'm reloading. Shouldn't need to load. Doesn't seem to be causing too much trouble.
Damn, this place is hot.
Just take your shirt off.
Like you? No way.
What, too embarrassed to show your scrawny body?
Hey, I got muscle. You just can't see it.
If you say so.
I do love some of the banter between everyone. It is great.
Prince Noctis! Welcome back.
Your story came to a happy end.
Well, well.
Yep.
We owe you, Talcott.
You're welcome.
Splendid. You've done well, my boy.
Not unlike you and your father when you were little.
You think so?
So what we're waiting to activate now. Guys, move. There we go. That's it, need another headache.
Not again.
What's the matter? You alright?
You'll be fine, don't worry. But we ought to take a closer look at this so-called disc.
Then look no further than the Outlook. We can use the viewer things.
No substitute for being on site, but it would be a start. Let's see what we can glean of Noct's condition.
We have gods and kings. Hello, we are going to discover what the headaches are all about properly soon enough. And that sends us down a heaping hell of a rabbit hole. Oh, don't jump off of that. Not that I can. Can I jump off that? There we go.
Oh, this looks awesome.
Dude, oh, this is gonna be a party in my mouth.
I dare say I can recreate this.
Yeah. It's a recipe I've already got, but there's a nice little cutscene for you. Oh, look at who we have
What a
here.
coincidence.
I'm not so sure it is.
Aren't nursery rhymes curious things? Like this one. From the deep, the Archean calls. Yet on deaf ears the god's tongue falls. The king made to kneel, in pain he crawls.
So how do we keep him on his feet?
You need only heed the call. Visit the Archean and hear his plea. I can take you.
We in?
I don't know.
We take a ride?
But watch our backs.
Fair enough.
Let's do it.
I'm not one to stand on ceremony, but such an occasion calls for an introduction. Please, call me Arden. Come with me to the
Yeah,
car
Arden.
park. That's
I know
where
who
I
you
left
are.
my automobile. She's a dear old thing. Pales next to your regalia, but she's never let me down. So, we take two vehicles, a convoy of sorts, shall we?
Do we have a choice there, Arden? my car is over there, but his, I think, is over there.
Did you see that over there, Noct?
What about it?
What are you looking at, Ignis? Iggy, where'd you go? I want to look. There it is. Right.
Let's try this.
Well, we can do it at some point. Hardly the time to be looking at peppers when we're supposed to be going somewhere else.
All set?
Yeah.
Allow me to do the honor of assigning your driver. I choose you.
No, I'm leaving it to Iggy.
All yours, Ignis.
Come now, he always drives. Be a friend and let him rest for a change.
Ignis at 1000 XP.
You drive your car and I drive mine. With that decided, let us be off.
So there's no choice, I've got to drive. I don't like driving the car. Don't make me do this. Mean game, stop it. Especially at this bit, because you've got to follow him, and I don't like following people. Not a very good picture. Just the usual. Chapter 4. Living Legend. As the land is rocked by tremors, Noctis is racked with headaches. A self-styled man of no consequence advises the would-be king to go and head to the Archean's call. Though loath to relieve a suspicious stranger, the four friends nevertheless find themselves with no recourse, but to follow hard into the Disc of Corphilus, where Titan is said to slumber. Yeah, for some reason, all the summons have like different names, like Archean, there's Titan, Hydrian, there's Leviathan. But we'll go through all of them as we go to them. And I always recommend, once you've unlocked the summons, if you get the chance to summon, do it, because they always look impressive. So impressive. Even if you find just some weak enemy in the middle of nowhere, just do it. Come on, the bar's full, you should be loaded now. Let's be having you. Blessing of the Gods. How long are we going for? Next chance I get to save, and we'll call it there.
Just to be clear, this isn't a race, it is a chase. You're not to pass me. Lose sight of me, and you'll lose your way. And no tailgating. An accident would spoil the trip.
Alright. Let's hit the road already.
As you wish. Drive safely now.
Whoa, what are you doing, Doc? Whoa, I don't like
First
this.
Galden and then Lestalem. What a coincidence, huh?
Way too convenient to be a coincidence. I reckon he's following us around.
But to what end? That question bothers me deeply, as
My
does
car
its
is a
origin.
lot faster than
It's
this.
hard for me to picture that guy in the Empire.
But
it has
it's
to be
even
upgraded.
harder to imagine him as a Lucian.
There's a stopping point halfway through this drive, so we'll use that to
I'd sooner
call
not rely on
the
him.
episode.
But he may be our only way in to the Disc of Kothis.
Oh,
What's
that's
His
it,
Highness's
Corphilus.
opinion of this
Idiot.
Arden?
Don't really have one. He's nothing more than a creepy old dude to me.
You hit the nail on the head right there.
Well, that's why we came up with a plan.
Gotta watch our backs the whole way.
Never trust a suspicious stranger. I like the fact they're talking to strangers, and you're always told never to talk to
Not.
strangers.
How are the headaches?
Fine for now, but they come without warning.
Wouldn't want to have one behind the wheel.
Stop if you need to, all right?
Whatever you say.
So, any havens along the way?
Oh, somebody wants to camp. Somebody else wants a proper bed.
Nice firm ground's much better for your back.
Can't
Oh,
we
yeah.
at least make it a caravan? I don't get why you like camping so much.
Under the stars, at one with nature. What's not to like?
What say we call it a day here?
What say we continue on to Cauthus?
The Archean's not going anywhere.
Neither are we under your stewardship.
So we make camp with Arden.
Hell no.
Might as well get the tent up.
Oh, I'm afraid I've never really been one for the outdoors. I shall foot the bill, so let us stay at the caravan over yonder.
It's bedtime.
Even though it's like middle of the day. It's bedtime, but it's middle of the day, guys. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, this is technically the first time we've stayed at a caravan. Right, look, you got a stove in there, but yeah, Iggy can never cook at these things, which is annoying because I'd like to be able to upgrade Iggy's cooking while we're here. But oh well. We haven't got much experience to level up with there.
Well, well, if it isn't yours truly.
If you'd rather not be in photos.
Oh, I don't mind at all. Snap away for His Highness's collection.
What?
Yeah, I don't want any more pictures of Harding. I've already got one. That was the first time I ever met him. I got the beast whistle now, which helps me summon enemies. It's great for grabbing AP quickly. That's about it. Inventory full. Yeah, I've already got one.
So I am still young. My blood is true. As my mother before me, I'll work to bring peace to one and all.
That marks the ascension of the youngest oracle in history. Is it hard giving blessings?
It would be selfish of me to complain of my burden when so many suffer and wait. I hope they trust I will not rest until they all know solace.
The world watched on with worry and wonder as the young girl grew. I understand you have a message for us?
If you know of any who are bedridden or unable to come to me, pray, send word, and I shall go to them.
I follow my calling. I will not halt my steps for anything else. In time, her strength would become an inspiration to all.
What is your opinion of the treaty?
When war has ended, so too will suffering subside. The treaty is a momentous step towards a brighter future. Let there be no doubt. We walk the path of true peace.
I do like all those little radio things, just little extras. Right, I think we're going to save it up here. And, there we go. Always do my double save. Thank you everyone for joining me again on this. Feels like we're not really getting anywhere, but we're on a new chapter at least, and we are about to go and see Titan, the Archean, and get our first summon of the game. But that's for next time, people. For now, I'll say thank you, goodbye, and stay happy, people.
Oh, now I'm strong.